Hello and welcome to some Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. This is a game that has been in early access for quite a while, but I've never touched it, I've never played it, and just today, the full release of it came out. Now, I won't lie to you, I did play through the tutorial, the prologue, trying to see what kind of game it was, how it played, if it would be interesting to record and make videos of on the channel. And it definitely is. It's a really, really fun game from what little I've played. Main menu music is good, which is always a great sign. I'm going to delete my save games though, because of course we're going to start over. I have to warn you, the tutorial dungeon is super long. At least it took me a long time to get through the first time. Maybe it'll be a little bit faster the second time, but once we finish that, it'll be, of course, blind. Like I said, I've never played the early access. But yeah, we're just going to start. A cutscene will play. Hope you guys are as excited as I am. Okay, so you can actually skip the prologue since I beat it, but we'll play through it. We'll play through it.
The all-consuming Red Death. 600 years ago, King Arthur led the Great Escape from the homelands, where our kingdoms were ravaged by the plague. Leading people to Avalon, he started the Age of Conquest and took the island from the Four Dwellers. Using the mysterious powers of Menhirs, together with Merlin, they cleansed the land of the weirdness, a primordial force of chaos and possibility. But now, long after the death of the king, Camelot is in shambles as Avalon fractures into chaos. Old legends are gone, and the weirdness is creeping back into our lands. The bleeding heart of the plague has started beating once more, and the Red Death has returned. Rulers of the island asylum, an order of the Red Priests, are desperate to stop it by any means necessary. Rotting in one of their cells is a stranger who might bring a spark of change to this cursed island stuck in everlasting autumn.
Okay, so that is your backstory, lore of the setting. It's set in a dark fantasy version of like Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur sort of lore. It's been done before. I've seen a few games that adapt that, and I've even seen a few movies that do as well. So it's kind of a cool twist on it. It feels very Dark Souls, Elden Ring. It feels very grim dark. Not a lot of good things going on in the beginning. I'm hoping it doesn't stay that way, because it is a little depressing after a while. But if you like that type of game, and you'll probably like this. I assume it stays pretty dark. Okay, so we're gonna make our guy here. It's pretty basic, bare bones character creation. You can't really mess with the face beyond just these presets. And a lot of them are pretty ugly, but I guess you're supposed to be someone who has the plague, so. We are, of course, going to go with the long hair and beard, because we are a badass knight. The tattoos in this are pretty cool. They're kind of like what I would imagine ancient Celtic tattoos might look like. Obviously they're fantasy, but I think that's one of the main factions in this game. They're called the Picts, which are like pre-Scottish people, basically. The people who were there before they started calling themselves Scottish. So that's kind of cool. A name. I didn't really think of a name. I know lots of Knights of the Round Table names, but I'm going to assume most of them are going to be in the game, so we can't just name ourselves Lancelot or Mordred or something. All right, there's our guy, and I couldn't really think of a name, so I kind of just used a random generator, and I didn't really like those names, so we're just gonna go with Percivis, because that sounds like a pretty cool name to me. So we are going to play on Veteran. A step up in difficulties, enemies hit harder and show less mercy. Every resource counts for those who seek a serious challenge. I've never really played this game beyond the prologue, and it was actually pretty hard. I was kind of getting my teeth kicked in. We are not going to play on survival mode. I was hoping it'd be more of you have to eat and sleep, but instead it just makes it hardcore mode where you die and your save, I assume, gets deleted. That does not sound fun to me. It would have been cool to have it on. It says it's not balanced anyways and will be painful. We'll just do veteran. It's going to be difficult enough. I'm not extremely familiar with the game, so.
Rise and shine. Rise and shine. Yes, it's me again. And I hope this time you'll cooperate without me needing to repeatedly hit you in the face, eh? Look, we just have to get this over and done with. Unless you want a visit from someone upstairs. And trust me, you don't. Just like before, no food until we're done here. And the moment you start getting on my nerves, we're going back to my tried and tested fists. So, tell me, what were you doing in the forest when the Red Shields caught you?
So this is where you sort of choose the closest thing I can think of to like a class. There aren't classes in this game. It's sort of like Skyrim, where you can level up any skill that you are interested in using. And yeah, this is how you get some bonuses early on for whatever build you're going to go. This is the like sort of fighter knight. This is a hunter, ranger. This is a thief, I think. And then this is a mage. Or you can choose the fifth option where you don't get any bonuses. I think it's just to make the game harder. And that's what we're gonna do.
Seriously? We've been through this already. Don't make me come in there.
Don't make me come out there.
Okay, I've had enough of you. I've always found it puzzling that these people won't bathe. You, I understand. You're literally rotting in this damned cell. But them? There's just no excuse for the stench. There they are. Finally. I know. You've a million questions. But they'll have to wait. One of these keys will open your cell. When you get out, head left. I'll scout ahead.
But yes, we can loot this guy. Like I said, this is kind of like Skyrim, like really. You can loot bodies, you can pick up things off the ground. It's not like a lot of RPGs these days. Like Starfield, for example, where this guy wouldn't have the clothes he was wearing for some reason. Yeah, there's food on the ground. The game is also very, very dark in this dungeon, so I'm going to do my best to deal with that as well. But we'll see how it goes. There's a lock picking system, there's a cooking system. We just got 5 extra health permanently, that's pretty nice. Yeah, you can loot barrels, you can loot chests. The more the game goes on, you'll see how similar it is to Skyrim and Oblivion. It definitely took a lot of inspiration from those games. So we can read this, and it basically gives us a bunch of recipes, so when we cook, we can actually make these, like mashed potatoes. And food is, I don't know what game kind of does it like this, because there is alchemy in this game to make potions, but yeah, you can just make food too, and it's a slower way to heal yourself. And I'm sure you can make other things too. But yeah, these all heal us, which is pretty cool. So just like the other games I play, I honestly don't mind reading. I actually think it's pretty fun, and this book in particular is really funny. But it just doesn't make for a good playthrough, especially in this dungeon. There is so many things to read, and if you are going to play, I highly suggest reading most of them. Pick this lock, because they are a good way to get you sort of immersed into the world, just like the Elder Scrolls games. Is there anything up here? Some ale. We're gonna hoard loot, as we always do. Yeah, we should put on our weapon here. You can do, there is quite a variety of weapon types in this. You can do unarmed, which is not something you can do in Skyrim. Not really. It's not an actual skill. You can also do... Ooh, there's a guy in there. You can do one-handed, two-handed, archery. There are spells that you equip. Spells work a lot more like weapons than something you just like straight up cast normally. I'm kind of not doing a good job of explaining it, but you guys will see soon enough. Yes, there's a lot of stuff to read. We're gonna pick this lock and go whale on this guy, see how good we can do in combat. Just some tutorials. Like I said, I played through this, so I know enough. I don't think we're actually sneaky enough to get up on this guy. Maybe if we walk? I don't know how to walk in this game. Yeah, so combat. Combat is basically like Skyrim with mods. There's a little bit more, I'm like messing up my parries. There's a little bit more to do in combat than Skyrim, but at a base level, it's at least Skyrim, but it also has parries, dodges, dashes. You can shove people, which I think you can do in Skyrim. You can like shield bash. So it's got some improvements there. I do like the combat system from what little I've had of it. There's more stuff on the walls we can read. I read them off camera, but I'm not gonna make you suffer through me reading. Unless it's something important for us to read, but these are just patient files of the people in these cells. We can talk to some of them. Hello?
Drip, drip, drip. Do you hear it? Soon the king will return. I told the priests. They laughed, but they'll soon see for themselves. Drip, drip, drip. The storm is gathering.
So stuff like this is kind of more what reminds me of Dark Souls, where everyone is just like batshit insane. What are you talking about?
At last, the age of resurrections shall end, and then the once and future king will return. I cannot wait to behold his radiance, drip after drip. With each drop, it gets closer and closer.
So you've said. You're free. Why don't you leave?
None of us are free. We are all bound. All bound. And to go? No. I don't want to. I found my place to await the king. You can go if you want, but you won't get far. We are all bound. All bound.
I'm the main character. I'll be fine.
After trip. Closer and closer.
Okay, well, drip after drip. There's also another lady in here. I'm just gonna press on. Like I said, this dungeon is so long, and I would like to at least finish it in a single video. But we'll see how that goes. It's... At first I thought maybe it'd be like Oblivion's tutorial dungeon, and then it just kept going and going. I don't mind it, but it is quite lengthy, and at least for the second video, I would like to be somewhere else. So we just picked up a letter from Catrin to her husband, Erfir, talking about why she came here and stuff. We got a quest for it. I am tempted to read it, but I just want to get out of this dungeon. We're going to grab everything that's not nailed down, though, because cooking seems pretty important. Anything else? A shield. Nice, that'll help. So you can have up to 4 weapon loadouts. Meaning you can have a bow, you can have some spells, you can have dual weapons, all at the same time. And I think you can switch by either holding down Q or pushing 1 through 4. Pretty cool. It definitely feels like Skyrim in that regard, where you can sort of master everything. You can be a jack of all trades, or you can specialize. We're going to go the jack of all trades route because it's the most fun. there are some enemies up here, and I'm kind of terrified. Do we really not have... Okay, we have some healing potions. That's good. This guy might have killed me a couple times at first. This difficulty, like, especially early on, is pretty brutal. Like, he does so much damage. Just have to be a little bit faster than him. Yeah. And just like some newer games, there is a bestiary, which I think is pretty cool. I always love games that just add a little bit of extra lore in the menu like this. Like, you can read all about undead here and all of the other enemies you fight in the game. It's just kind of a cool way to organize things, I feel like. Hello? Can we just get one of you? No, we cannot. Oh yeah, see, he just hit us. And we just ranked up medium armor. So that's where I was saying it's kind of like Oblivion or Skyrim, where you have skills and they rank up as you use them, or you get hit like us. I don't know how many skills there are, actually. I don't know if I ever looked. Okay, we're kind of just dying here, so we're going to drink a potion. Combat isn't necessarily hard, it's just enemies hit very hard. There you go, one-handed, nice. We can try to block, but if you parry, I think you take less damage and you can hit them back faster or something like that. But we're going to take all this stuff, because you can use it for alchemy. Okay. So I went through here before, so I kind of know where to go, but we are going to explore everywhere because we need as many advantages as we can get before we leave this place. I don't know how hard the rest of the game is going to be. I assume difficult, based off our setting. I think you can get sneak attacks in this game. Stabbed him right between the legs. Yes, you can. He died so fast. That's good, that's good. Don't have to waste more healing potion. Let's take some brains here. Never know when you're gonna need them. Yeah, there's a lot of really cool lore here. I've read some of it. It is a lot of reading, especially for the first area. They really want you to know what you're getting into before you leave. Gosh dang, lockpicking. Yeah, lockpicking is just like Skyrim's, which is pretty funny. I kind of wish it was more like Morrowind's, but you can't win into all. Is there anything here? The dead man and his baby, that's just so lovely. Yeah, this game is definitely grimdark. I'm interested to see what the surface looks like, because I didn't really look. We just picked up a pickaxe, and you can actually, well, if you hit, mine your way through this tunnel, which is super cool. You can also dig up treasure and go fishing. There's a lot of different mechanics in this game, and I really commend them for trying new things. Can we get a... Ooh, our sneak went up. No, we cannot. Okay. All bets are off. Yeah, see, we just parried him right there. And we are out of stamina, though. Oh my gosh.
We'll send you into the abyss.
Yeah, we're kind of getting rocked. We can deal with this guy. Oh my gosh, okay. We're fine, just one guy now. Yeah, we parry, but then we lose all of our stamina, and so he gets a hit out on us. That makes sense. Okay, there we go. Remember when I said combat wasn't hard? Apparently, I'm a liar. Okay, we'll go this way because here is our first spell. Blood transfusion. Yeah, look at all these things you can read. Yeah, let's put on our new spell. We will throw it on with a dagger. So this is our first spell. Spells are very, very cool. At least the two I've seen so far. They have a basic attack and a channeled attack that do different things. So blood transfusion can either shoot projectile that causes bleed or drain health from an enemy. Pretty cool. There is a guy in here that we should talk to, though. He has a lot of important things to say, I feel like. Hey.
Who's there? Forgive me, but my eyes fail me these days. You shouldn't be here. I'm very, very sick.
Oh, gross. Don't cough on me. Who are you?
I am Brother Sirius. Your question suggests that you are not one of the Red Priests. Did you escape yourself? You really should have stayed there. We can't let the plague spread any further. Although, I understand.
You understand what?
All of it. The patience. The madness around. Somewhere along the way, we lost ourselves. The mission to find a cure became a burden. I can't tell who you are, but I'm so sorry for all that we've done. It's a shame, but when you're fighting a losing battle, sometimes there's just no other way.
Why are you locked up?
When I discovered that I'd fallen ill, I asked to be placed in a cell. I sought to understand the experiments from the patient's perspective. To learn which stimuli provoke the strongest reactions. And I also wanted to equip my brothers with new tools for their work.
You don't look very good. It looks like your illness has progressed quite far.
4th stage, if I'm not mistaken. We've identified 6, so I'm not far from my end. The 1st stage is the most treacherous, when the symptoms are almost invisible. But that's when the disease spreads fastest. It was the same with me. From the 2nd to 4th stages, the symptoms become visible. Fever, tooth loss, painful sores, festering wounds that won't heal. The last 2 stages are visceral, the worst possible. The victim's insides burn up, turning to mush. The brain starts to die, and the body becomes a mindless shell. That's what's ahead of me.
Oh, that's just lovely. Do the Red Priests really cure the Red Death?
We've had some success treating it up to the 4th stage. But it's still a gamble. Sometimes we manage to push the disease from stage 3 back to stage 1, only to see it jump to stage 5 as soon as treatment stops. We believe that with the weirdness, we could eliminate this randomness.
Why would the weirdness cure the Red Death?
The weirdness, my child, is pure potential. That's the theory. In practice, we tried to direct its power where we needed it most. The effects, shall we say, varied.
All right, well, have a nice life.
May the Prophet's word be a safe haven for you.
I feel like he's a pretty important person to talk to. He does kind of talk about the plague a lot. I'm sure you can read some of that in the notes found around here. Okay, got anything in these crates? Kind of. There is a guy in here. Let's try out our new magic spell. Interesting, I was trying to close the door on him. Yeah, there are kill moves and slow-mo cameras, just like the Fallout games. I guess Skyrim kind of has that too. But it is pretty cool. I like that. Just a place with a little pool of blood. Nice. Take that tongue. Burning Ember, which is another spell. Hey, what's going on?
You're not one of them. Please, free me.
Well, it looks like your hand's almost out anyways, so if I release you, you'll spread the plague.
That's not the freedom I need. You have to kill me. And when it's done, please, take my tags to the Horns of the South. Let Fergus know I didn't run.
Fergus, who's that?
He's the quartermaster of the Horns of the South. It's a keep. If you make it out, you should be able to see its lighthouses from the beach.
I understand your pain. Close your eyes.
Thank you. May the All-Mother bless you.
So we are going to do what we always do on this channel and be role-playing our character. Oh yeah, let's put on our new fire spell. You can dual wield spells like that, which is pretty freaking cool. There you go. At least he died quick. Oh yeah, here's your alchemy station too. Explore to gather materials. That's weird. I used it last time without issue. I don't know why it's telling me I can't now. Maybe we just don't have any recipes yet? That might be it. Alright, well, let's go in this dank, dark hole. See what awaits us. Like I said, this place is gigantic, so we're going to be going through it. Not necessarily speed running through it, but just trying to get out of here. Hello. What's going on?
I've already told you everything, I swear. Wait, you're not... You're a prisoner. Go. Escape while you still can.
Why don't you leave? The way is clear.
No, I won't make it. Besides, they threw me into a cell that once held a patient in the final stages of the disease. I'm probably sick already. Go. Don't worry about me. I'm not worth it.
Yeah, if you say so. So we can go that way, or we can go this way. Let's break in here, see what we can find. I really want to make some more potions, so I'm confused on why we couldn't use that. Hey, what are you doing?
And who the hell are you? Another one of those red dogs? Say a prayer to your goddess and get ready to die, scum!
Whoa, just take it easy. I'm not a red priest, I'm a prisoner.
Then why are you dressed in their bloody rags? Well, I see you bear the marks of torture too. Maybe the priest messed with your mind, because one more moment and you'd be dead.
You recognize torture because you've been tortured, or...
Was I the one doing the torturing? Both, pup. I won't lie. Sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes the nail. But if you want to get out of here, you'll need to become the damn hammer.
What's your name?
Conquer, from the Dalriata, pup, if you hadn't already guessed that much.
Yeah, so these guys are, I think, proto-Scots, like the Scottish before they were the Scottish. Can you tell me about the tribes?
Really? Now's a good time for a chat. You think the red pricks will just wait around while we gab? If you make it to the Forlorn Swords, you'll meet the tribes. Right now, you'd better focus on getting your arse out of here.
If you're so brave and strong, how'd they manage to catch you?
With great bloody difficulty, that's how. Those bastards laid a trap, hoping I'd be easy pickings. They ended up needing damn near a full army to take me down.
You don't look like someone who falls into traps that easily. He kind of does.
There was mead. There were women. One
Classic.
thing led to another, and I woke up with my pants around my ankles, surrounded by gobshites in red. I was fighting with me bare arse hanging out, and I still managed to kill a dozen of them. Useless knobs. Someone must have put something in the mead.
Have you seen a hooded man with a bow? He, murdered someone and then told me to find him.
I don't know. Barely saw anything, because I was either knocked out or had blood in my eyes. You're lucky to have someone risking their own arse to help you out.
I guess so.
No time for a chin wag, just get the hell out of here.
Hey man, I gotta loot stuff. Yes, there are just a bunch of dead priests. I guess he killed them all himself. A rusty spear. And that is another reason why this game is better than Skyrim and Oblivion. There's spears, they brought them back. Well, this is like the first game in the series that isn't a card game, but there's spears. Holy crap, dude. More games need spears, man. I don't get why they don't have them. Elder Scrolls 6 better have spears. I'm gonna be pissed. Oh my gosh, this is a very hard lock. There we go. It's a creepy looking mole rat thing. Nice. A lesser health ring. Increases health by 5. Of course we'll use that. Aw, look, he's still wagging his tail. Creepy. This little note up here talks about it. A bagain. Caution, infected bagains may spread the illness through airborne droplets as they exhale, particularly when their breathing becomes labored. Staff must wear enchanted full-body protective suits. Gloves must be reinforced with anti-piercing materials given the bagain's powerful bite. I'm sure we're gonna have to fight one eventually, and here's just another dude in here. We'll break you out of your cell. You seem like a nice enough guy. Maybe he'll just attack us. Hey.
Are you trying to escape, my child? That's very brave of you, I must say.
Thanks. I'm not asking for your opinion. Do you want to escape or not? We should escape together.
Escape? Me? But this is exactly where I should be. I appreciate your offer, but I believe fate has brought me here for a reason. That's why I'll stay and see what happens.
All right.
Safe travels, my child. May fate be on your side.
Who needs fate? Yeah, you can talk to him a little bit more, but he doesn't really say anything too interesting, so let's just keep it rolling here. I'll be a lot more thorough once we get out of the tutorial dungeon. Hey. Hey, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hear me.
The cell's open, you can go now.
Can go now. Now. Now.
What have you done to yourself? Goodbye. Daiga. Well, let's break her out. She seems at least awake. Hello.
You're not a priest. Get out of here. Go away before they see you with me.
I want to help you.
Help? There's nothing wrong with me anymore. The priests cured me, you see. I just need a few days to recover, and then I'll be able to go home.
You don't look cured.
I look much better already. In a few days, you won't even see a trace of the illness.
My mistake.
See? I don't need your help.
Okay. Let's get our magic out. Carnation. It's funny, I mentioned that I did this dungeon before, but I'm kind of lost, not gonna lie. Okay, so we went that way. Okay, so we're just looping back around. We'll head this way then. Getting a sneak level. Nice, nice. Thought there were some people down here. Maybe... Were they already killed or something? Weird. Yeah, we can cook some food here, like we did before. Yeah, that's strange. Last time there were enemies in here. Oh well. Maybe it's kind of randomized? Okay, so we can go that way. Can we use the alchemy station now? Bloodsucker potion. We must have not found the healing potion recipe. That's not good. Guess you gotta make sure you read everything. Okay, so we can go this way. Actually, let's grab this. Okay, so we can go this way, and I think it'll lead us back around, if I'm recalling correctly. And we can head that way, but let's go up here. Shovel, we're gonna need that. Yeah, that's so weird. I swear these guys were alive last time. I guess they're just dead now. Laboratory key, which just leads us back around to where we were before. I can't actually open up a map right now, but you do get a map eventually. Yeah, it just leads us back to this room. So I'm hoping we can just buy that recipe somewhere, because I'm not seeing it. Okay, there's just a guy here. Yes, he has a bow. Bows seem okay in this game. They're not anything spectacular, that's for sure. It's basically like Skyrim's bows. Nothing cool, at least from what I could see. I know you can get like cinematic kills with it though. Okay, let's go this way maybe. Hey. I feel like you're not friendly. Yes, you are not friendly. And you even get a cutscene, so you're like a boss, mini boss. Oh no. And he's got a big old two-handed claymore. And he shoots fire. I did not know that. Oh my gosh. Get the magic out. Gosh dang it. And we're dead. Classic. Yeah, I think when you pull up the hot menu like that with Q, I don't think it actually stops time. I think it just kind of slows it down a little bit. Good to know. And I hadn't saved for a while, so give me a moment here. Dang, that fire is hard to dodge because he shoots it out real fast. Okay, just keep running. He's not taking a lot of damage, is he? Oh my gosh, dude. Bows, I don't know how I feel about bows. They kind of suck. They slow you down when you're aiming. Will this guy help us? Hello? I'm being murdered. You interested?
Your sweet time, eh? But I understand. I did too, when I was in this place for the first time. You have to admit,
okay, nice.
Quite resourceful. At least when it comes to death and dying.
Who are you?
Great question, truly. But in case you hadn't noticed, we're still within the walls of the island asylum. When we're out, then we can talk.
That's fair.
I'm told this path leads to the beach. I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Hey, we even got the XP. Notes of a man seeking into despair. Okay. Broken arrow, some armor, nice. Red guard pants. See, there's even red guards in this game. What is this? This a two-handed? Ooh, it's a two-handed sword. Nice. And this increases our health by a little bit. That's pretty cool. Nice. Now we got a big old two-handed sword. My favorite weapon in like most video games. Okay, let's heal. Let's actually just eat food. I should be doing that instead of wasting potions that we're desperately going to need. So we can also, well, we can go the way he said to go, but we can also go through here. Hello? Oops, did not mean to open that.
Stay back. I may not be in top shape, but I can tear you to pieces if I have to.
Yeah, you probably can, but here's a healing potion, I guess.
It should, although I admit that the past few weeks have made me hate the taste. Still, thank you. There isn't much kindness going around this place. It wouldn't be very gracious of me not to repay it, would it? Take this. It might prove useful for you.
It's alright, I'm not with the priests.
So, you escaped too? Huh. They're having quite a day. Good. I hope it gets even worse. This whole place is mad. From a safe distance this time.
Why did your dialogue just skip? I didn't click anything. Devour them, why do you say that?
They play with powers they don't understand. Trying to wrangle the weirdness into obedience is a fool's dream. The weirdness might listen, but blind obedience is not in its nature.
How'd you get caught?
Same as you, I guess. Wrong time, wrong place. I was wandering through Kunakt and got caught in an outbreak. I was kept with the rest at first, but when they figured out I was a Pict, well, then I deserved special treatment.
Hey, you're a special gal.
One of the priests took me to a place so thick with weirdness, it scared me. I needed to get away, otherwise, I don't know what would have happened. I just know whatever it wasn't for me.
Why do you have horns on your head?
Why indeed? Perhaps it's a test of patience. My hair tangles mercilessly around them. I even need to wear head wraps to hide them. I hate wearing head wraps. Ugh.
Give us a lesser mana ring. Sweet. Do we go this way? No, I don't think so. We'll go this way first. Just to see. Pile of corpses. Of course. Of course. If I was a pile of corpses, this is where I would be as well. It's disgusting. Okay, so this leads down. Down to what? There's a man in there punching the wall. Naturally. I do like that there seem to be lots of different pathways you can go. Like you were trying to be sneaky. You can sneak around most of these. Another cinematic, huh? Hello. Just going to sit up here. Can you get up here? I feel like you can't.
Sacrifice to the prophet.
Yes, you cannot.
We'll send you.
All right, that makes it easy. And he's dead. All right, all right. What do you got for me? Athlete's Pride and a Thorn Helmet. Those both seem pretty good. You're free to go, sir. All right, what do we have here? Thorn Helmet. Receiving melee damage returns damage back. That's pretty cool, and it looks really cool. What does this do? Increases stamina. I'd rather have health and magic than stamina. All right, cool. We got a reflect helmet, basically. Reflect damage helmet. Ooh, a lift. And it's not even a loading screen. Yeah, I wish you could grab these torches off the wall. I turned up the brightness. I'm hoping that's enough for you guys. Let me know if it's still too dark. Sometimes YouTube makes stuff darker than it is on my screen. All right.
I'm told this path leads to the beach.
Wait, we already talked to you.
I'll wait for you there until dusk. Good luck.
Yes. Indeed. Alright, I don't think you can come back up here, so... Man, I'm gonna go try and find that health potion recipe. I just... I don't want to go into the last part of this dungeon without a bunch of healing potions. I'm hoping I can just find it somewhere. Okay, so it was actually just on the wall right here in this laboratory to unlock the healing potion, which is what we need. Craft as many as possible. And yeah, we'll make a mana potion, why not? Yes, there's also an alchemy skill, because like I said, this game is a lot like an Elder Scrolls game. We are now ready to press forward. I'm sure we missed stuff, but let's just get out of here and never return. This place is horrible. Not actually, the dungeon's pretty cool, but you know, in a world sense, this place is horrible. Why would anyone want to stay here? You, sir, are very tanky. Now let's get our spear out. Did not mean to dodge into you, but it kind of worked, so... That is another thing about this game I feel like is going to get a lot of praise, is the world design is super, super cool. The environments are super cool. Like, look at that. Gotta take a screenshot of that. Another shovel. Is there anything down here? Brother Jir fell into the abyss. May Kai watch over his soul. His sacrifice taught us that laying planks won't work. They simply won't hold. There's a force blocking the passage. The bridge's outline is visible, yet Jir's thrown rocks met only air. There must be a mechanism or spell we're missing. I can't give up now. The secrets on the other side call to me. I'll be the first to cross that bridge, even if it kills me. Probably did kill you. Yeah, so we can't use the bridge, just like he said. Is there anything up here? Maybe? There is some weird plasm. I guess it's kind of like ectoplasm, but it's a little weird. Yeah, that's all we can do here for now. I think this is supposed to be part of the weird too, that we can't get through. Okay, another zombie-looking fella. Did I get him? I think I missed. That's unfortunate. Let's try out the big old two-hander since we haven't given it a chance yet. Oh my gosh, this guy hits possibly too fast for us. There we go. So you can switch to third person. It's like a setting in the options menu. It's a little jank, and when you turn it on, they even say, you know, this was made as a sort of accessibility option, and you can tell that the animations were not made for it. It is very jank, but we'll run around like this for a little bit. The question remains, is there any significance to this men here having 3 arms, not 4? How can we examine it without touching it? Poor brother Abby touched it with his bare hands and vanished as though he never existed. Shocked, the Pope forbade anyone from touching it again. Still, I hear it whispering my name. I know I should report it, but I don't want to. Someday, I'll answer its call and claim it was Kai, even if it wasn't. I need to know. Look at that. I'm telling you, man, the environmental design is very, very good in this game. So this is brother Abe. I guess he's dead now. creepy children statues that will haunt my dreams tonight. Alright, I'm switching back to first person. Just looks a lot better.
Gift. Peace. Fear.
Hey, we got a level up. It's the Augur from Skyrim.
I have been waiting a long time for someone to find me. Are you here to help me leave this place?
What are you?
I wish I could answer. I cannot remember. I know I am not complete.
Or any of us?
I remember I once knew who I was. At some point, but I do not anymore. I just am.
What is this place?
I do not know. I think it is some kind of prison, deep in the weirdness.
Why are you here?
And you? Why are you here?
I asked first. I was transported here by a morbid statue.
A men here? That would explain the weirdness surrounding us. But walk with me. Let's find out together, now that I'm free.
Do you even have legs?
I remember arriving on the shores of Avalon. That was the beginning of everything. But there were doubts and questions. How does it feel to leave your homeland behind? To keep moving forward, even though every step takes you into the unknown? The Four Dwellers quickly made it clear to us. If we wanted to call this place home, we'd have to fight for it, down to the last drop of blood. In the end, we won the war. Merlin stole the sacred flame of the Four Dwellers and ignited the Menhirs, driving away the mist and clearing the nights of weirdness. It was the first time we uncovered the secrets hidden within the Menhirs. Still, the land of Avalon honored our toil. It soaked up our sweat, our suffering, and our blood. In time, it rewarded us. Here in Avalon, we were given the chance to create great things. Camelot, the eternal castle, the capital of all humankind, was meant to be a symbol of that.
Sorry, I'm trying not to talk during dialogue and stuff because it's something I can't stand when you watch other people, is when they talk over the dialogue, so I'm trying to be good about it. It is hard.
We left the homelands to survive. The plague had consumed everything we once knew. We thought we'd escaped it, but the Red Death returned like a specter to haunt us. Once again, it began to devour our home.
Can we snipe him? Yeah. I do like that sneaking is a thing in this game. A lot of RPGs surprisingly don't have sneaking in them. Oh my gosh, how you still up? Okay. Can we parry you? Nope, he just completely missed. Good job. Guess he doesn't have any eyes. I shouldn't be discriminating against him. And we are out of arrows. Unfortunate. Is there anything in here? No. Alright. I guess he's done talking. Yeah, just look at this game, dude. It looks so good. Banners of, I assume, Camelot. Music's so good. The King of Kings can finally rest in death.
Oh, awaken thee, once and future king.
I am his hunger, the craving for what was beyond reach.
Yes. Bind the soul to the stone.
I am the price paid for touching the unreal.
Ah, yes. I can see through the mist, but it's still all so unclear. I've dreamt of countless deaths for such a long time. Yes, it's time to wake. I am Arthur Pendragon. I led humans to Avalon shores. I built the great halls of Camelot. Thank you for bringing me here. I believe I owe you, young one.
Yeah, kinda. It's an honor, my king.
I appreciate it. But let us leave decorum and honors for times of leisure. For now, we need to make way for Avalon. I have to see my kingdom again. I trust you'll accompany me. Or would you rather stay in this wretched place?
Yeah, I am kind of a wretched man. What is this place?
I am not sure. Yet I learned to be grateful of fortunate outcomes, even if they come unexpected. It seems to be a place located between life and death. Or maybe a place that can defy death. But why was it created? By whom and when? These I'm unable to answer.
Why were you in prison?
Trust me, I wish I knew. I remember death, then darkness, a terrible loneliness, ages upon ages of solitude, and these are all the details I have. Perhaps, in time, I'll remember more. But that's enough questions for now. Let us walk together and see the kingdom forged so long ago. After years of struggle, my people in Avalon finally live in peace and prosperity.
Yeah, no, that's not going to be true.
I must see the legacy of the age of conquest with my own eyes. My Camelot in all its glory. What is happening? No! I see now. I am not whole. You have only freed a part of me. I'm not strong enough. For now, I will have to journey by your side until my strength returns. I'll see the world through your eyes. In return, I'll lend you what strength I have.
Sure, it's an honor.
You are a surprising acquaintance, and it will be a pleasure to travel with someone of your disposition. And since it seems that fate has bound us together, let us make the best of it. Seeing my legacy through the eyes of another, a true picture of Avalon, not one crafted specifically for the king, may prove to be an interesting experience.
Let's make way for Avalon, then.
Oh, what an adventure this will be.
I can't tell if it's sarcasm or not. Lovely. Pretty sure that's like Excalibur up there, stabbed in his heart. Maybe not. Yeah, so like I said, the tutorial dungeon, which this is still part of, kind of, is very lengthy. We are almost at the end, though. I'm going to push through. The video will be longer than I normally like to make them. I'm hoping with some good cuts, it'll be okay, though. I just want to get out of here. There's a ring of protection here. What does that do? Increases armor by 1. Is that better than health? Maybe. We'll put it on. Maybe it's better than health. You've unlocked your first soul fragment. From now on, you can safely enter the weirdness and interact with various machinery left behind by the Ford dwellers. Additionally, the power of King Arthur has healed you from the Red Death. Yes, so if we look at our face now, yeah, we look how we're supposed to look. We don't look all gross and red. But we're gonna be wearing a helmet because helmets are cool. As for like our character, I think we're gonna be role-playing them as just your typical honorable knight of the Round Table, assuming you can join the Round Table. I have no idea what the factions are in this game. I know some of them are exclusive, so maybe you have to play through the game a few times. But yeah, I'm going for the Honorable Knight role. We are going to try to use all the skills, because why not? There's no reason not to. These guys are freaking cool looking. Keeping the lights on, I guess. Yeah, we'll try to like max out all our stats, because that's what I like to do in RPGs anyways. I assume they're just called giants, but they could be cyclops, I don't know. Some more weird plasm. We created the titans for we need their work. Guard the peace of the working titans, for without them we would not have power within our walls. Away from Tuathan, only the power of what is underground allows us to reach where the weirdness does not. Even when we leave, the titans will not stop working. It is how they were created. With their power, one day we will manage to learn what lies beyond the sea. Maybe those guys are titans then? Okay, we're gonna have to drop down here. Should be fine. Hello. Soul fragments grant you a measure of King Arthur's power. Activate a soul fragment with middle mouse button to experience temporary effects, such as increased damage or slowed time. Rest at a bonfire and select the appropriate option to recharge the king's power. Yeah, you actually like level up at bonfires too, exactly like Dark Souls. It's kind of really funny. Let's just crap out as much damage as we can. While he is slowed, I think you only get to use this once. Okay. This guy's hard because even if you dodge, the rock kind of hits in an area. Yes, like that. So we need lots of healing potions for this. Or just kill him fast enough. Nah, not too bad. He killed me, I think, the first time I fought him. Ring of Toughness. What does that do? Increases encumbrance limit by 25. Yes, there is a weight category. Don't have to worry about that right now, though. We've only been picking up every single thing that we can find. All right, we are out of that horrible, horrible place. So we can walk right up to him and go on the boat, or we can do a little bit of exploring that there is to do here. There is some like buried treasure and some random loot you can find. Because this is an open world game, just like Skyrim is. We just got a quest. So once we get off this island, we're going to be able to, see if we can dig for buried treasure. We're going to have a lot more free reign. It's pretty railroaded at the moment. But yeah, we'll get into the open world. There'll be lots more to see. The map seems pretty big too. We won't cook right now. There's a dead man here, and he's got a silk hat. We'll put that on. Why not? I'm feeling fancy today. It's even got peacock feathers on it. All right, we'll go talk to the guy at the boat. There might be more to see, but I just want to get to the open world. Yeah, we can't actually go this way, right? Maybe we'll go in here first. I lied. I want to explore now that we're out of there. Hermit's Diary. We'll go over here. We'll talk to the man. Get off this island.
There you are. It took you a while. I was getting worried you wouldn't make it. I even realized that I didn't get a chance to introduce myself. I'm Caradoc, your savior. What kept you so long?
You do kind of look like Jesus. I ran into some trouble.
Figured you would. A place like that doesn't let anyone through easy. But you're standing here, looking healthier than last time. So I'm guessing you found something worth the trouble.
I found King Arthur.
You found him. I'm truly sorry it turned out to be you.
What are you talking about?
Well, it seems that the Red Priests managed to succeed in at least one of their experiments. You were able to go deep into the weirdness, survive, and even bring a piece of our king's soul back with you. I don't have to explain that this isn't something that happens every day. My job is to make sure it won't ever happen again. And this means you have to die.
Oh.
I'm truly sorry.
Are you, though? Are you? I have my shovel out. Okay, I figured he was supposed to kill you. And that's the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Oh, never mind.
I'm sorry, but that had to be done. It shouldn't leave any lasting damage.
Did you just stab me?
I had to do it. I had to get rid of the parasite that infested you a moment ago. You've seen, no, you've felt what he's capable of. This power can't be unleashed on Avalon. Not again.
What are you talking about? You almost killed me.
I could, but I have no issue with you. Only with what you carry within you. This means you're safe, unless you decide to stand against me. You are much more valuable to me alive than dead.
Start making sense, please.
You've found yourself in the middle of a mess that's been brewing for 600 years. Every single time things go down the shitter on this island, a bunch of cowards in Camelot bring our once and future king back from the dead. It's happened before. It will happen again. And soon. My journey, my mission, is to stop this from happening.
So you just killed King Arthur?
No, but thanks to you, I finally destroyed a piece of him I couldn't have reached otherwise. And from where I stand, that's progress.
What do you want from me?
My goal is to destroy King Arthur. To get rid of him, once and for all. There are pieces of his soul scattered across Avalon. I could use help in finding, collecting, and destroying them. What the Red Priests did to you must have been horrible. And yet, you've gained a unique ability to contain Arthur's powers within you. And what can be contained can be killed. That is why your assistance might be of help on my journey.
Why is killing King Arthur so important to you?
He's the reason the world as we know it is coming to an end. Every time they resurrect him, the weirdness grows stronger. Soon it will cover all of Avalon, and nobody will survive that. I've been cleaning this mess for a long time now, and I truly wish for this nightmare to end.
You realized you're asking for my help right after you attacked me.
I stand against the most powerful being Avalon has ever seen. This requires caution. What would you do were you in my place? Kindly ask your target if it wants to be killed. Please. And if you really must know, the spell I used on my sword couldn't have harmed you. I knew that, you were surprised, I got the upper hand, and now you're safe and sound.
What a
Can we
nice
leave
guy.
this behind, or did I judge you incorrectly and you'd like to waste some more of our time and cry about it some more?
So what's your plan then?
The plan is to steal Excalibur, or at least what's hiding within that damned blade. A piece of our king is bound to it, and so it needs to be destroyed.
Where is it now?
The sword is kept in the Horns of the South. It's a fortress, but if someone has this emblem, they can enter freely. Here, pin it to your clothes. If you decide to help me, you should get in without any issues. When you do, find the captain. Brendan's his name. He'll tell you the rest.
All right, let's go.
I have something to do first, but you should get some rest. Judging by the waves, the journey won't be pleasant. Set up a camp and get some sleep. Then we'll sail for the Horns of the South. Ah, and here, have some cobweb. Throw that into the fire and you'll be safe from the weirdness. Just in case I don't come back before nightfall.
All right, from now on, whenever you'd like to rest, level up, or cook something, you can set up a bonfire in the game world. Whispers represent fragments of memory unlocked by your mysterious companion. You can discuss these with him by the campfire. Okay, so let's throw down a bonfire. Let's talk to our good old friend King Arthur, who's not actually dead.
I should be gone. I should be gone. And yet, here we are. Whatever he tried, it must have failed. Something must have gone wrong. For him. For us, it was a stroke of luck.
I guess so. He says he hates you. He said you don't deserve to return.
Hatred. Yes. That much I understood. But why? What did I take from him that he would go so far? He speaks as if he knows me. As if he has seen something I have not. And yet, I reach for it, and there is nothing.
Do you know what happened?
I felt him strike. For a moment, there was nothing. No weight, no voice, no self. Just silence. But then, you pulled me back, didn't you?
Maybe.
Or have I never left?
I don't know, man. So you don't remember Caradoc?
No. It seems that I should, but I don't. He knew me, spoke with certainty, with anger. But to me, he's a stranger. If he was a part of my past, then that past has been taken from me. I need to regain it.
What do you remember?
I don't... Not much. That isn't right. I should remember. I should. All I know is that I left my kingdom strong, prosperous. It should have grown. It must have flourished in my absence.
So, we're off to steal Excalibur.
It seems so. If Caradoc is hunting for more pieces of my soul, we should definitely claim them first. When we do, I should grow stronger. I should remember. I should be whole. Let's go then, young one. Let's not waste any more time. I left my kingdom strong. It should have only grown stronger in my absence. And if something threatens it now, then I will see it restored.
All right. Before we leave, I know I'm dragging this on. Let's level up, because I want to show off the leveling system. So you get your attributes, sort of like Dark Souls, I guess. Not really like Morrowind or Oblivion. But yeah, so depending on what you put your point in, I guess it could be like Diablo. It increases different stat bonuses. So if we level up our endurance, our health will go up, strength, our melee damage. Pretty classic stuff. Perception for sneak, practicality for like crafting stuff. I guess that's like your charisma. As far as character builds go, like I said, I think we're just going to try to do a little bit of everything and hope that it's enough to get us through the game. I am going to put a point into spirituality because I am liking magic a lot. That will make our magic better and regenerate faster. I think you can respec too, so it's not a big deal. And then you have the skill trees. So these are sort of like Skyrim's. You have to usually take the prerequisite perk before you can take the next one. There's quite a few trees. You have unarmed, two-handed, general. This is just for strength. Shields, stamina, health, parry, attack speed, movement, bows, wands and cubes, summoning, combat, general and buffs. This is for your spells. Perception, stealth, daggers, critical hits, and then practicality for your healing, crafting and trading, statuses, and armor. Yeah, it's a lot. Summoning sounds super interesting to me. I always love being a necromancer or some sort of summoner in video games. So I'm going to put a point in this build. Each active summon increases our mana regen. I don't know how many summons you can have at once. There's a unlockable thing that says your summon limit is increased to 4 over here. So seems like you can have quite a few. I love that kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're going to level up and then we can cook, we can rest. Let's just restore our Wyrdstone power, or we could fuel it. I guess we'll fuel it. What does that do? Identify. Identify collected treasures to reveal their true value and power. That's kind of cool. So I am going to end the video right here before we head to the next area. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did and you made it this far, consider liking and subscribing. I intend on playing more of this. Kind of depends on your guys' reaction if you want to see more. I know I have some series going on at the moment. I don't know, man. This game seems really cool and really fun. I really want to play it. If people aren't interested, I will just play it off screen anyways. Morrowind will of course keep going. It's Oblivion and Fallout that'll be in a very strange place, because I would like to make this alongside Morrowind as the two main games of the channel for a while. But yeah, thank you for watching and peace out.